It's like I have no time to kind of worry about, is this thing going to work? I wanted to share this video with you. Some of you would have seen that I have a couple of posts in there where I talk about I've left my six-figure salary basically to go full-time as a content creator and as a digital marketer. So today I just wanted to take you a little bit behind the scenes on my journey. Right now I'm quite excited. There's a certain level of urgency within me. I do have a financial runway, but that runway is not a year. That runway is 6-month financial runway. And that means I can't just buy stuff because I am not going back into the corporate plantation. Let me just call it that. What I'm doing is I've set full intention to go all in on this thing. I have sold digital ebooks before, but it wasn't like what I'm doing now, right? It was, I made ebooks, sold on Amazon. I like Amazon. I don't think that that's the right way for me and what I'm trying to achieve. Anyways, I wanted to kind of talk to you as well about what my setup looks like, you know, what it looks like. You know, we've got a teleprompter over here, right? So when I'm making the YouTube content or what have you, I can move a bit quicker. I've got some lighting. I've got the ring light. I've got my Canon camera. I've got my laptop. And then I've got my tablet here. On here, this is fantastic. You know, maybe you've seen them. There, I got mine for a deal, I don't know, a couple of months ago. And on Amazon, you could turn it that way. I bought this tablet TV thing because my style of teaching, I like to have like maybe a PowerPoint presentation. Now, even if you can't, let me see, is it showing up the right way? I don't know, I think it's backward, isn't it? Yeah, I have to see, these are the kind of things you have to figure out, right? It's all well and good to say, I'm gonna go and do this thing, but there's a learning curve. When you make a big leap like this, when you say, you know what, I got a bit of a runway, I gotta go all in, well, your learning curve has to happen in minutes and hours because you know that you're up against, you're looking at your finances and you're like, you know, this every hour of the day has to be forward moving because we ain't looking back at the corporate plantation. We're moving forward and that's it. It's like I have no time to kind of worry about, is this thing going to work or anything like that. No. I have validated my niche. I have created the products. I have online mentors and I'm part of communities that are actually helping, that these paid communities, not a lot of money, but paid communities where I'm able to go in there and there's other people in that space and they're able to like answer questions and stuff. So it is a very strategic endeavor that you have to take. So I also want to talk about the tools I'm using to kind of be this all-in-one, because right now I'm a solopreneur to the point where like I'm not even paying for people to make my YouTube thumbnails. I was going to do that until I joined Arlen Hamilton, one of her communities. Love her so much. She's a winner. And then there's Monica Lee. She's fantastic. Love her too in her community. How do I do this thing in a way where it's not costing me a lot of money, but it's still going to look quality? Well, I'm choosing to use AI. My products, I teach you how to use AI to build out, you know, products that people are going to want to buy. I teach you how to do that. I teach you how to validate these ideas so you're not just thinking, oh, I want to make this is going to make me some money. No, you better validate that thing. You better validate it. So using AI to do so, using Canva to make some thumbnails. I'm using Claude as my YouTube strategist, using Claude to be where, I don't know, what would we call that, social media analyst? I don't know. Well, basically, I'll take screenshots of what's going on in my analytics and then say, this is what I'm seeing, Claude. What do you see? And then it then can go ahead and help me figure out, you know, which way to move. And quite often I say, hey, challenge my thinking, behave as though you are a social media strategist, social media analyst. You know, I really give it deep instructions, so it gives me what I need to focus on and hear and learn. I think one of the beautiful things about going solo that I have found from leaving the corporate plantation only a couple of weeks ago is kind of after I did the kind of recovery, I had to kind of mentally just kind of get out of that high stress space mentally. What I found one of the most beautiful things is I'm sitting here, and one of my favorite t-shirts is Obama t-shirt. I'm sitting here with a baseball cap, you know, on my head. I can be myself. I was filming last night. I was in a dress, and I was in a corporate dress, and I thought, screw that. Like, that right there is what I escape. We don't need to see that. People don't give a damn. We don't, because we know at our age, over 45, is this all performative. It's all dressing to pretend like you are this thing. I love being me. I love that I can have my tattoos out. I love it. I love it. You know, there you go. Tattoo on my arm there. I'm loving being me and not being a performing, you know, little animal for a company that does not give a damn, that will turn around and give you an Amazon, $100 Amazon card and say they can't give you a raise, they can't do this, that, and the other because they didn't make enough money, but they made. So I'm loving this journey. I would love for you to follow me on this journey. Always check out what's in the description. Hold me accountable. Make sure I'm getting stuff in that description box on my videos. And just remember, if this is something you want to do, don't take it like it's an easy thing. There's so many moving parts to going into digital marketing. I'm learning them along the way. I feel confident about it. I'm in communities where I can say, this is amazing, or I don't understand how to do that. I think that is the thing that's going to really, really help and save me is having communities, being able to reach out to people, because people want to see you win. I hope you want to see me win. I hope you want to see me win. You know, I want to win. So if that sounds good, please do like, subscribe, follow, ask me questions about this thing. You know, so when you find that you're ready, I'm here. Okay? I'll see you next time.